Nope, it just says you started recording.
Okay, so this is Zach. I'm doing my discussion for English on civil disobedience. Um, so some of my reactions were that he learned a lot from his stay in one day of his prison because that's how long he stayed there. It's for one day. He believes everybody did nothing wrong. Like with that one guy, he said, um, he said that they accused him of burning down a barn, but he said, I don't believe he intentionally did it. I think he was drunk and lit a pipe and that caused it to set on fire.
Yes. He blamed the government for almost every bad thing that happened in what had happened from what I got, which I don't think he had a right to because it's not the government's fault for the people's actions that they had done. Like that guy, he may not have meant to burn the barn down, but burning the barn down had consequences for him that he had to pay for, whether he meant to or not.
Yeah. Um so one of my discussion questions is why do you think he assumed the guy was drunk instead of like assuming that he purposely did it?
Because the guy claimed innocence. If he had done it soberly and got caught, he probably would have confessed, got a deal, and he wouldn't be necessarily in prison for it. Or at least he would have gone in to explain that. So being drunk or I don't know, being high could also possibly be an answer for that because he lit a pipe or something like that. But I also don't know what time this piece was written. So
Yeah. Um So nowadays for tax evasion, you could get a couple years. Why was this guy? Because that's what he did. Is tax evasion. Why was he only sentenced one day? Do you think? Or
I honestly don't know.
part of the reason what I think is the fact that he maybe it was just the government saying, "Hey, if you keep this up, this will keep happening to you, just longer and longer. Like maybe next time it'll be a month, and then a year, and then so on and so forth."
Could be.
My third one is how did he know like the dimensions of the prison? Because like he said, oh, the wooden steel door a foot thick, the brick walls 2 feet thick, and how do you think he knew that? Because I'm guessing that's not just information he could have figured out by asking somebody or something. I don't know.
It was probably like an estimate based on what he saw and what he remembered. Because if you have a thick door, saying a thick door is a lot less descriptive than saying like a foot thick. Because most people can picture like a thick door, you think, oh, maybe like this thick, but a foot thick, you probably think,
Like,
oh, it's
yeah,
probably, yeah, yay big.
my last one is why do you think he remained so calm during his 1 day stay?
Probably because it was only for one day. He it's going to go on his record for sure. He went to prison, so that goes on your record. I believe it goes on your record. And he probably was like, it's for one day. I have to do this, get it over with. At least I know I'll do that. If something's for like an hour, I'll just go do it. Even if I'm mad about it, you gotta go do it. So he probably was just like, this is for one day. Then I can go back to being and doing whatever I want.
Hmm. Well, I think that's all we need to do, so we'll call that good.
How many minutes was it?
I don't know.
Well, you need to check because you need to be a certain minutes.